What can I say, Christopher? It looks like you painted this with your fingers. Absolutely no shading. And look at your use of colour. It's childish, to say the least. There's no use of technique at all. Your proportions are completely off. If Daddy looked like that in real life, I can promise you Mommy wouldn't be with him, and that means you wouldn't be here. Think about that. And while you're at it, think about whether you should be putting paint to paper at all. I'm glad you didn't put your surname on that. I won't have our family associated with such an adolescent piece of work. This is not making it onto the fridge.
Sugar coating. Bad in vitamins, but good for everything else. EmVit Sprinkles, the sugar-free 14-in-1 kids vitamin.
Sweetie, I don't like using the F word, but that was flat. The recorder's just too much instrument for you. I heard Mary had a little lamb, but I didn't feel Mary had a little lamb. I didn't feel anything. It seems your dreams of being a famous musician are dead. I hope you weren't expecting me to clap, because that was completely underwhelming. I mean, anyone can cover a song, but I wanted to hear what you would bring to it, and what you brought was shame to this family.
Sugar coating. Bad in vitamins, but good for everything else. EmVit Sprinkles, the sugar-free 14-in-1 kids vitamin.
You just wasted 5 minutes of my life. That was the worst performance I think I've ever seen in this lounge. It was obvious that you weren't connecting with who Little Red Riding Hood really is. Someone spent months writing this script. You just spent 5 minutes tearing it apart. I feel cheated, and I'm sure your granny didn't hear a single word with the way you were mumbling. It was so bad that at one time I didn't know if you were Little Red Riding Hood or the wolf. Well, thank goodness I'd stopped recording before you forgot your lines and stood there like the dogs had just eaten your favourite blankie. It wasn't cute. It was amateur. I'm not even going to tape over this. I'm going to destroy it.
Sugar coating. Bad in vitamins, but good for everything else. EmVit Sprinkles, the sugar-free 14-in-1 kids vitamin.